Welcome back to the PI Planning Cooking Show. This episode is one of my favourite episodes. It's about technical metrics.
Welcome to the PI Planning Cooking Show with Shane Harrison.
Last week we talked about team metrics, and now we're going to talk about technical metrics. Do not underestimate the impact these have on your teams. The impact using a simple tool like Clockwork or SonarQube can have on your developers. You don't even often need to put pressure on them. Just showing these metrics will make a difference. I've seen situations where all we did is put up next to the board, against their planning board, the technical metrics, and the metrics just started to move down. So you don't have to pursue them because the developers want to produce good code. In the moment that they see they're being measured on it, they will change their behavior. And so I've also seen, which is quite useful, the fact that as the teams start to pursue it, so you start to put a little bit of emphasis on improving the metrics. For example, you might say, okay, the numbers can only go down. You say the numbers can only go down, we're not worried by how much, but just move them down. What you'll see is the numbers moving down, but interesting enough, what you'll see is your defect numbers going down. So your technical quality of your product does, in my experience, directly impact the functional quality of your product. And not just the functional quality in terms of does this button work, but in terms of how well and how much attention your developers are paying to the requirements they're trying to fulfill and to the value they're creating, the need that they're trying to meet. I'm really interested to see if you've had the same experiences. Even without setting objectives, without setting targets for the teams, just doing the analysis, sharing the numbers, having the conversation has made a material difference to how they think and behave and how they work. It's improved the amount of emphasis that they have on the technical quality of what they're doing. Peer reviews have a big impact, but it seems the quality metrics seem to move the number. I think it's the fact that these numbers are going up every day, or at least every iteration, and that they know that the organization cares about the quality of the code that they write. So please, in the comments below, if you've had any experiences like this, just tell us what your experience was. How many teams was it? What was the impact that you saw? And I'm also really interested to know, do you do this? Do you use the technical quality metrics, or are you just focusing on the delivery metrics? Because I can really tell you the technical metrics do make a difference. So which metrics are we talking about? Well, in SonarQube, it basically does some analysis using rules, and it'll tell you what your major issues are, what your minor issues are, what your critical issues are, what your blockers are. In Clockwork, if you use that tool, it'll give you like a status of review or a warning or error or critical. Though these things are slightly different, each of them works off a rules base. And one of the most important things you need to know is that don't let your individual teams tailor the rule base. That doesn't mean the teams don't have a say in the rule base. The teams should have a say in the rule base. They should be able to argue that this rule is relevant and this one's not. But it's critical that they actually do that together. It's good for the team building, to build cross-team relationships, but it also means that you sort of have a sanity check of any of the things that are going in there. I have situations, and seen many situations actually, where the teams have had complete autonomy and they haven't liked a rule for one sometimes plausible and sometimes not so plausible reason, and they've removed it arbitrarily, and then we find out much later, once actually the removal of that rule has caused a problem, that they did that. So by getting the teams to work together and to agree, you're going to build stronger teams, you're going to build stronger relationships between the teams, and you're going to have better rules. However, before you do that, I just want to go to probably the first step, a little bit out of order here, sorry about that. When you start with the rules as they are out of the box. So that's it on technical metrics. SonarQube and Clockwork, it's not a session on that, but those are the two ones that I'm most used to using. So if you like this show, please subscribe, press the little bell if you want to be notified next time we're up. And If you have had any experience in this space, or you have any questions, just go to the section below in the comments. Tell us what you know and tell us what you want to know. Thanks for watching this episode of the PI Planning Cooking Show. Have a good week.
That's the PI Planning Cooking Show with Shane Harrison.